just good, simple execution.
Momentum building here. On this drive, they go again, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Smith. That is brought in at the 10. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Raiders are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Slot man gonna move in motion left. A first carry here for Damani Chen. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
That's Harrison in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. Playing out, and he made the catch. What a play.
You got to catch them all, Mike. That's what you get paid to do. Not every ball is going to be perfectly thrown, and this is a great example. When you give maximum effort on every play on the field, man, it's funny how good things just tend to happen.
Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Sometimes it's easy for a defense to lose track of a running back, especially when he leaks out from the backfield, but not the case here. They kept eyes on him the whole time. Comes in, makes a sure tackle, and drops him for a loss.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That's taken in, and he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
Raider 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the handoff, this is H.A. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
10 yards on the pickup.
So, 1 quarter down here on Super Bowl Sunday. 7-0 is our score. We're back in Southern California in a moment. Quarter 2 begins. It is Raider football. They've got it 2nd down and less than a yard. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. That's the 2024 Hall of Fame inductee, Dwight Freeney, in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9. Third and 9. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. Clock ticking down, and we will hit the 2-minute warning. Back for more on Super Bowl Sunday after this. This drive started to take some nice shape. Another 1st and 10 here. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
Williams sacked. A loss of 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. Here's Williams now to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Las Vegas, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A run up the middle with Achane. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the 2nd quarter. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Williams. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down. Now timeout Vegas. That is their 2nd. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this 1st half.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hand and it's going to be low. And the decision's made. You've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business.
And he barrels his way into the end zone.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Oh, that is a duck on the kickoff. Not only doesn't it reach the landing zone, that's going to be spotted beyond the 40-yard line. They are moving the ball well on this drive, aren't they? It's another 1st and 10. On the ground, here is Love to begin this drive. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
Las Vegas.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
Smith to throw on first down. Forced to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. One big play, followed by another. This one good for 28. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, Smith. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, so this just really comes down to really good defense. You can tell the quarterback's trying to target something downfield, and when they take that away, typically there's something underneath, but they had all levels of the coverage accounted for, and that was a really nice job.
See what they have for 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Smith. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Now timeout Vegas. That is their 2nd. As that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it.
Touchdown, Raiders.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Raiders will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Raiders 7. Chase McLaughlin.
So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get them the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Chase McLaughlin.
2 quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Williams. First down throw there is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down. And in motion is Ingram. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Williams. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. That is Darnell Savage, the hard-hitting safety, bursting in to record the sack.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
That's going to be caught, and he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. They get the conversion with a gain of 22.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That is over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown.
Well, we've said it before, Mike. Offenses win in the regular season, but defenses, that's who wins in the postseason. And that play right there, it could go a long way determining who hosts that Lombardi Trophy. And I'll tell you what, you can see by the reaction of the sideline, they're fired up.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 2. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Goff to throw on 1st down. Now right on the, and now he loses the football. And fortunately their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
And with nothing open downfield, field. He tries to find something underneath, but give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find the throwing lane, and it sets up 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. He's going to send it downfield looking for Ingram.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust.
Through the warm-ups, both teams are ready. And we're off and running in Las Vegas. Fielded at the 7. Things going well so far. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
Special teams always play an important role in ball games, and it does right here from the jump. That's going to give the offense terrific field position for this opening drive.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They go play action. Here's Smith. And that's incomplete. We've got a flag down, and there was contact, but is this going to go against the offense? So they had the incompletion, but the defense decides they'd rather take the penalty and the yards and play that down again. Not the way you want to start your game, but the pick was dropped, so the opening drive continuing now with 2nd down. Now Smith. This is a heater going deep. He's got it inside the 25. And that's exactly what they needed to begin this game. Touchdown Raiders. DK Metcalf, 63 yards. On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Send right down the middle and good. And that's good for a 7-0 lead.
Raiders 7, Cowboys nothing. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now it's Milrow. And with a man all over him, he just can't bring it in clean. It's an incomplete pass, and that brings up 3rd down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They kick the running back in motion. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Rolling left, but he's in trouble, but he's not going to get away. Brought down at the 12. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
10-yard loss on the play. And it's 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Milrow. And they get to him. The 4th down gamble backfires with a sack. And it's a turnover on downs inside the red zone. So after we saw 4th down last snap, now we've got 1st and goal. Love from the pistol. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. That right there is exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D-tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocked down that runner.
Looking in zone, but way too much on it. It goes through and incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd and goal. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
He brings it in. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. DK Metcalf. His 2nd already in this opening quarter. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. It's a 14-0 game here early.
14. Cowboys nothing. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Thomas on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Savion Thomas on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Milroe communicating a change. This drive will begin with a run by Brown. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Jeremy Chin there on the stop. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd down now, Milroe. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Yards to go.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. The throw. Here's Milroe. Under pressure, down he goes. They got him at the 17. Javon Hargrave. And that's going to bring up 4th and 19 now.
And it's 3.
And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. So the officials are officially on board tonight. For the first time, a flag flies. Somebody moved early. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump. And, well, they got one of them to move that time. 3 seconds, 1 play remaining in this 1st quarter. Trying for it with Milroe. Look at that power, deep left side. Challenges, double coverage, and it's intercepted! It's a big momentum swing on the final play of our opening quarter. Our score, 14-0. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Raiders in possession. They're set up with it after the pick to end the 1st. Play fake. Here's Smith. Looking right, and he finds him. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but someone would love for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Smith. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
Second down. Here's Smith. This one's caught. Oh, he might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a first and goal.
Always a fun race up here in the booth between quarterback and receiver to watch. Who sees it first, that opening? If a receiver wins it, that hand's going up in the air, he wants it. Quarterback wins it, passes out before he's even looking for it. And when they both recognize it, you get that. You get a first down.
Pylon, and he will get there. Touchdown Raiders. Jeremiah Love, a 6-yard score. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And lead now 21.
Raiders 21. Cowboys nothing. Chase McLaughlin.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Returnable from the 2. Good work so far. He's got room. And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up at the 40-yard line.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Escapes out to the left. He's going to try another deep one here. They connect on the deep shot. And he is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Working inside the red zone. Oh, he loses the football. And the Raiders get to it. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line.
When you choose not to slide as a quarterback, that's what can happen. And those Predators feel that prey, and they go after. Not only do they want to hit the quarterback, to hit him and knock the ball out, that is just a worthy celebration on that sidelines.
Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. Up to the races, middle of the field. And that is a touchdown.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body to try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
That one splits the uprights. And they just keep adding to their lead. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Southern Nevada and Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. With Greg Olson, Mike Tirico up here in the booth. So glad that you are along with us. Greg got a couple offenses here that love to take their shots down the field, so the defenses really have their task right in front of them if they want to win this game.
Yeah, no question. I think as many of the matchups that we've dove into this entire week, it really comes down to which defense puts a lid on the opposing passing game and prevents as many big plays as possible. We see it week in and week out. The correlation between generating big plays, especially through the air, directly leads to the ability to score points. So make teams go the long way. You know, the defense, an old saying is, make them snap it again.
19-yard line.
On the ground for the first time, here comes Jonathan Taylor. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
Play
second
action
and
now
7
with Rodgers.
at the 22.
His pass caught. It's Chigokonkwo.
Rodgers pass.
And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 17
They pick up
yards.
17 through the air. Good for a Denver first down. Now it's Taylor. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
Tariq Woolen on the tackles. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 41-yard line.
They'll go again here with Taylor. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
A gain of
A 19-yard pickup there. First down, Broncos.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
A first down throw from Rodgers. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in second and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up the key third down?
Third and short yardage, it's Rodgers. Well, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete. Chigokonkwo was the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a fourth down. And in motion is Brown. Rodgers to throw for it on fourth down. And he's going to pick up the first down. He was short when he caught it, but knew exactly where he needed to get to. Gets there and keeps the drive alive.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down.
He was trying to get that one to Isaiah Likely. It's second down. Again, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. White Freeney. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's third and long.
Third and long.
From the gun, Rodgers. Hit as he throws. That one will fall to the turf. And it's incomplete. The pressure too much to get away from that time. Good third down stop And it sets up fourth down. Townsend now to punt it. That kick is away. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20.
Over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. On the ground, the former Golden Domer, Jeremiah Love. Up the sideline to the 40. And he is out of bounds at the 45. A nice run there on their first drive. Good for a quick first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And they're not going to snap it. We have come to the end of the first quarter of play. Quarter 2 begins. It is Raider football as they've got it with first and 10. Run up the middle. It's Love. And a strong first down run. A pickup of 9. Setting up second and short.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 46-yard line.
From the pistol, Smith. This one complete to Washington. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the shotgun, Smith. To the goal line and in. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Las Vegas. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders will take a 7-0 lead.
Raiders 7, Broncos 0. Chase McLaughlin.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Oh, that's not going to work out at all. That is a safety. File that under head scratcher. Really hard to understand what was going on there. But we do know what's going on the board. 2 points for the defense.
At some point, Mike, you just have to figure out, when is the party over? I mean, just go down, live to play another snap. But in this case, he just kept going back and back and back. And as you said, the defense now gets to come off the field, scoring 2 points.
A first down throw for Smith. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Well, if you like defensive football, this game's heaven because right now points have become a premium. Someone has to figure out a way to get something going, whether it's a field goal or even just a positive drive and play the field position game. Some offense has to take control of this game here at some point.
Rolling right. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
From the gun on third down, Smith. Downfield for Njoku. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
A.J. Cole in
On fourth down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. First down for Aaron. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
And you can see really why this offense has leaned on the ground game. I mean, can't you, Mike? I mean, the passing attack really needs somebody to provide a spark because they have not been able to get anything going here before the half.
Give up the middle to Taylor. Ah, the ball's out. And the Raiders have come up with it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers come.
the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
First run now for Kyron Williams. Still on his feet. Inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Kyron Williams, 74 yards. And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Raiders nothing.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2. And most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for loss.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now Gino. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They snap it to Smith. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Dart going to look to throw here. Rolling to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Nowhere to go the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll go. Here's Dart. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Smith. He'll get this out to Love. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Raiders.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Straight ahead running. Here's Love. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
2nd and 13 on the Seahawks' 31-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. DK Metcalf, 31 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick
So
off.
all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brought down at the 23-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, a throw for Dart. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw now, Dart. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. 2nd quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Geno now to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing now is Geno. Flush to his right. Dante Fowler. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half.
So when you have good field position to start a drive, and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. They turn to Love on the handoff. Boy, shifts past him. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Looked like he might have overcompensated there for being on the right hash because you've got to make sure you get the angle right. But that time he started it too far left and winds up hooking it way too far.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Dart. And this one complete to Martellus Bennett. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little game.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They'll run it. Here's Chase Brown.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And this will be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
A play fake, and now it's Dart.
It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They run. It's Williams. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Throwing from the gun here, Dart.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Reek Woolen. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. A turnover is obviously, Charles, always costly, but man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Smith. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
The final shot here before break. Smith. He's got a man. Complete. They find some open field here. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A one-touchdown ball game. 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Well, this has been a close game throughout, but that return can help them gain the separation that they've been seeking throughout the game.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing is Smith. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Dante Fowler bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Going up top. This is caught at the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. It's a big play there for Vegas. 51 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
Smith. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. Pushes past him. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Dave.
It's over. It's over. Go sit down. Go sit down.
Here's the former Illini kicker, Chase McLaughlin, to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
On play action, Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in the zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. In motion goes the tight end. Lawrence will throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 44 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Now a man who wore silver and black for many years. It's Marcel Reese. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
On the ground, this is Jeremiah Love. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's Love again. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun, Smith. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Smith. That's caught. It's Dante Thornton. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll hand it off. It's Love. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's Smith. And this is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Dante Thornton, 37 yards. And the Raiders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. McLaughlin now to kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll roll him out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And just shutting him off there. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.